Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that prayer. Yes. Thank you. Whenever we hear that prayer, yes, we become very happy and we know the lesson has started. So thank you so much, Daniel, for that prayer. Yes, it's P2 class, and I believe whoever has joined in is in P2. So it's P2 class that we are having right now. And make sure you have all the learning material. You have your book, you have your pen. P2 use pencils, yes, very sharp one. And it's time for English class. So it's time for English class. Have your English book with you. Yes. So if remember very well, for those of you who were here last week, yes, you remember what we had in English last time, and you still remember my name, Teacher Lawrence, going to take you today through the English class. So we are going to immediately go on to our books, and we are able to get there. I remember we had an activity that of course we shall have to start with. Yes. So members, get there, get your book, get your everything, and we shall go through these corrections first. We shall go through these corrections first before we start today's lesson. Yes, Ephraim, you're going to read for us that instruction.
Okay.
Arrange.
Arrange and write the words correctly.
Thank you so much, Ephraim. Thank you. Yes,
Welcome.
you've heard it from Ephraim. The instruction is very clear to us that we are supposed to arrange those letters and come up with meaningful words. That's what I expected of you in that activity. Arrange the words and the letters and come up with the words because they are really jumbled up. We cannot read any word from there unless we arrange them. So I'll pick on you and you tell me what the first word was. Praise. Praise, what was the first word? Praise is far. Tony, which word did you write there? The first word?
Grandmother.
Thank you so much. How did you know it was grandmother? Let's try to see those letters very well. Thank you so much, Tony. Yes. From the word grandmother that Tony is talking about, we are able to see that we need all of these letters there. We first count those letters and make sure that the word that we are going to write has the same number of letters like the letters that are there. How many letters are given to us in that number one? Please, count for us those letters very fast.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, how many letters are in that first word?
11.
Wow, thank you so much. Yes, they are 11. They are 11 letters. So let's see. Is the word grandmother also bringing out 11 letters? Let's count those letters in the word grandmother. And who is going to count for me here? Yes, I can see many hands are coming out here. But yes, Fidel, count for us. How many letters are in that word grandmother? Thank you so much. Yes, they are 11. So that means the first word was supposed to be grandmother, which should have 11 letters. Thank you. That means Tony is very correct. Let's get to this number 2. Nucel. We cannot read that word. We cannot read that word unless we arrange it. So, which word was supposed to come out of those letters? Honest, Freeman.
And they're asking me.
They were uncle.
Thank you so much. Good. The word uncle. So let's try to see if actually the word uncle has the same number of letters like that word for number 2. I'm seeing 5 letters in that word for number 2. So let's see. Does the word uncle also have 5 letters? Yes. Thank you so much, Honest. Honest is very correct in that number 2. Let's get to this number 3. And we see which word was supposed to come out of T-A-N-U. We cannot read it unless we arrange it. So let me get Moses. Which word was supposed to come out of number 3?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, which word was supposed to come out of those letters in number 3?
Aunt.
Thank you so much, Moses. So Moses wrote their aunt, and those are only 4 letters. So does the word aunt bring us the 4 letters? And someone is going to spell for me the word aunt. Leah, spell for me the word aunt. Leah? If Leah is far, I may give this to Johanna. Johanna, spell for us the word auntie.
Mommy.
Yes.
Mommy. Mommy.
Yes. Oh, I can't see my cow there.
Yeah.
Yes, but the letters are very clear there. They are only 4. And the word aunt also has 4 letters. So we're supposed to write A-U-N-T. Aunt. Thank you. Then we have this very long word. D-A, we can't read it. I can't actually read. So let's try to arrange that word and come up with the correct word. Many people are trying to come out here. Yes, this is very good. Mary, Evania.
Daughter.
Yes, can you spell for me the word daughter?
Daughter.
Yes.
Daughter. D-A. D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R.
Wow, thank you so much. Yes, so that means the next word there was supposed to be daughter. Thank you. Daughter, D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R. Thank you so much. You are really wonderful. So those are the first, that was the first activity. And make sure you correct in your book. Then let's go to this activity here. It was also part of that activity that we had. And who is going to read for me this one? Okay. Asimwe, read for me that instruction.
Find small words from the big ones.
Thank you so much, Asimwe. Yes. They are asking us to find small words. Find small words from those big ones that we are seeing there. So here, members, I expect you to look at the words properly. Look at the words, and these small words that you're going to come up with should actually be seen from there. Don't just jumble up and pick letters from anywhere and you think it's a small word from there. So I want you to specifically look at those words? And if I'm very far, am I able to see that word from there? And let's see the words that you got from the first word. Tabitha, what's the first word that you got from that word number one? Tabitha? Seems to be far. Okay.
On.
Thank you. Yes. We have the word on. Thank you so much. Which other word can we get from that word sun? For us. Which other word can you get from there? Yes, for us? So, thank you so much. Yes, we can get those small words from there. Actually, here you look at the words, you can see actually this word. This is the word of its own. So, and there is again this other word, on, just like those people who told us. I don't expect someone to pick a letter and say there is a word with SN because you've seen the letters are there. No, you look at the words that can be got from there. Thank you so much. So I think there are only those two words that we can get from the word sun. And those are on and the so. Yes, the on is here and the so is here. Yes, so those two words. Let's get to this other word, father. Which small words can we get from there? Yes, Keza. Which small words can you get from there? Keza? Keza seems to be far. Okay, I'll pick on Blair. Which small word can you get from the word father?
He.
He. Thank you so much. Yes, that is a word. Thank you so much. She says there is a word he. Good. Lavender. Which other small word can you get from the word father?
Fat.
Fat. Very good. Thank you so much. Lavender. Who is using Galaxy Tab A? Galaxy Tab A. I think has gone far. Semanda, Rodin. Which small word can you get from there? Rodin? Okay. Joan? Which other small word can you get from there?
There.
Thank you. They. Not there. There is not supposed to be from those ones. So there are very many words we can get from there. I can see the word fat. Fat. This one here. That's one word. I can see the word art. Art. So those are two words. I can see the word the. Only these three letters. So that's the third word. I can see the word P. P. These two letters. So that's the fourth word. And I can even see the word her. Her. H-E. So thank you. So one of them is father, fat. Yes. Words like fat. Words like her. Yes. I just came up with the two, but there are 5 of them. So you can list others. All right. Let's get to this other word. Cousin, like cousin. Which small words can we get? Normally. Alwin. Which Which small word can you get from cousin?
Sing.
Thank you so much. Yes. So very wonderful. We have the word seen. Yes. Alasto. Which other small word can you get from there?
In.
Yes, he has talked of sin. Which other word? Okay. Ivanis, which small word can you get from there?
In.
Yes. I think most of you came up with the sin. Thank you. Yes, how we can see the word sin is there. S-I-N. There's even the word us, like this one here. This US is a word. So those are some of those small words there. I think those ones are only two. We cannot have more than that. So those are the small words there. Then lastly was from the word grandmother. Grandmother, yes. Which small words can we get here? I expect hands here, especially those that have not said anything. And I'm going to pick on even those who have not put up their hands. Okay. Baron.
Mother. I have not choose me.
Yes.
Yes, I have not choose me. Mother.
Yes,
No?
mother. Thank you. Who are you? Oh, someone was saying they've not chosen me. Yes. Daniela, also unmute and tell me one word that we can form from the word grandmother.
Ha. An.
Ha. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes. BB, that was over Birunji, I think. Yes. Which other word can we form from there? Oh, Esther, which other small words can you form from there? Esther? Oh, Eloy?
You say aunt.
Aunt.
Andy, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Obed, which other small word can you form from there?
Okay.
Yes.
So we are going to share our script and then we look at other leaders, their response.
Oh, sorry about that one. So here we have very many small words that we can form. For example, someone told me there is the word and. Yes. A-N-D. That's one word. We can form the word grand. Only this one here. Those are two words. We can form the word mother. Yes, that is the third word. We can form the word her. Only these three letters. So that's the fourth word. We can form the word moth. You know that insect? Moth. M-O-T-H. So that's the 50th word. We can form the word other, like this one, from O-T-H-E-R. Those are 6 words. So you can see that there are very many words that we can come up with from the word mother. Even if someone can come up with the word the, T-H-E, yes. Even he itself is also a word. So there are very many small words in there. But I just listed only a few of them. So these are some of the small words that we can get from there. Grand, and, other, moth, we said her, they, yes, so many other words. So members, those are the words that we had, those are the corrections that we had for today. And so we have to go to what we are supposed to have today. And like I've told you, it's English lesson. And I expect you to write for me the word English in your books, and very, very fast. And we write the date for today. And today is Wednesday, 28th July 2021. Make sure you follow those lines very, very well, and you write neatly. Keep a line, and you're going to write for me those letters. Letter Y, the capital Y, and the small y, 4 times. Y, 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 like that, 4 times. And after then, you write for me your name. You say, my name is, yes. And you write for me your name, like Joe, Tony, Stevakade, Wasawakide. So you write for me that name. You write for me the teacher's name. And I've told you my name is Teacher Lawrence. Yes. So that's the first information I want you to first write for me before I take you to what we are supposed to have today. Manje, Darius? Yes, Alpha, have you written the date already?
Yes.
Very good. Have you written the letters?
Not yet.
Yes, okay. I have given you some 2-3 seconds to finish that. Okay. And Finella, have you written your name? Finella, Abed. Okay. Ian, have you finished writing the date? Ian?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, teacher.
That's good. That's good. Thank you so much. Ibatanji, have you written your name already? Okay, Isaiah. All right. Thank you so much. So that is the first information I want you to note there in your book before I take you to what we are to have today. So members, make sure you're very attentive, because what I'm going to explain to you is very important, and we should all be very attentive before we understand it. Someone who is not attentive may not understand what we are going to talk about today. So we've written that. And if you were here last time, you remember what we covered in English. Yes, we said our topic is our home and community. And we named some people in the community, in the family that we know. The different names are given to the people in our families. Yes.
And there,
some sentences, it's very critical. Realize that actually these sentences
the local council executive. Now the local council.
Someone whose mic is on, and there's some other person talking in there. I think that is Finella. Finella, I do not know who is with you that is teaching another class. All right. So I believe everyone has finished that. Yes. Lydia, I hope you've finished that first page. Okay, thank you. So today we are going to talk about basically. Yes, someone is going to read for me that. Christina, read for me what you're seeing on the board, on the white screen there. Christina? Yes? Christina?
I'm saying.
What are you seeing there on the screen? Oh, sorry. There's something happening there. Okay. Asimwe, what are you seeing on your screen?
Of nouns.
Yes.
Plurals of nouns.
So we are going to basically look at plurals of nouns. Plurals, nouns. And if you remember very well in P1 and P2, I mean P1 basically, you talked about plurals of some nouns. And you have to remember that a plural means more than one thing. If you are talking about more than one thing, that is in plural. Whenever you're talking about one thing, that is singular. So we are going to basically look at singulars and plurals of nouns, right? And I'm saying singular means one, and when we talk about plural, means more than one or many things. So when we are talking about many things, they are in plural. When we are talking about one thing, it is in singular. For example, last time you were telling me I have two sisters, meaning the sisters that are two are more than one, and so that is a plural. You could tell me I have one grandfather, and that grandfather is in singular because it's only one. So whenever we are talking about singular, we are meaning one, and plural, we are meaning more than one, meaning from 2, 3, 4, up to very many other numbers. So that is what we mean by plural and singular. So basically today, we are going to look at some words, some nouns. And a noun we said in P1 is a name of anything, a name of a person, a name of anything that you know. That is a noun. Anything which has a name. It can be a book, it can be a table, it can be a boy, it can be anything that has a name, that is a noun. And today we are going to see nouns that change Y, letter Y to I. And when you're talking about them in plural, after changing that Y to I, you add ES, right? We add ES. What do I mean here? There are words that we know that end in letter Y. Yes, that end in letter Y. For example, we talked about family members. So I want you to look at the word family. Family. Look at the word family. Family. Yes. Look at that word there. When you look at that word, the last letter is letter Y. Right? The last letter is letter Y. So we want to see those letters, I mean those words that end in letter Y, but when we are talking about them in plural, we change that Y to I, meaning, like from the word family, we can have the word family, like all these other letters, family, but when we reach Y, that Y changes to I. Look at that I of mine. Meaning the way we would put Y, we remove that Y and put I. And then we add ES. We add ES to that word. Like for example, this. And what does it become? Joseph, what is that word on my board? Muxa? Yes? Okay. Fidel, which word is that now that I've come up with?
Families. Families. Families.
Thank you so much, Fidel. Yes. Meaning a family is one. It is in singular, one. It's one family, one. Okay? But when we are talking about many of them, we say families. So here we don't need to see the Y again, because that Y has changed it to I. And then we add ES. But children, what we basically look at before we change the Y, you look at the letter which comes before Y. Like, for example, in the word family, the letter that comes before Y is letter L. And the L is a consonant letter. We know those consonant letters. or we know the letters of the alphabet. We have 5 vowel letters, and the rest are consonant letters, 21 of them. O and U. So it's only these letters that you look at. If a word that you're going to change the plural ends in A, I mean, before Y is N of these letters. For example, the word boy. Look at the word boy. Okay. When we want to change the word boy to plural, we look at the letter that comes before Y, and that is the O. So where there is any word that before Y is letter, N of these letters, we don't change the Y to I. Instead, we only add letter S. For example, here, we shall only say boys with the S. But this one, since it's ending in a consonant letter, that's why we change that Y to I. So we are going to see some of those examples of words that change the Y to I before we add the ES. For example, look at these words here. So we are going to have the singular and the plural. So look at these words here, the words of mine. Yes. Namurunji, Daniel, what's the first word that I have there?
Fly.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You can mute. So we have the word fly, like flying, or like an insect called a fly. So when you look at the word fly, before Y is a consonant letter, which is L. So that means we change the Y to I, then we add ES. The second word is rolly, the rolly. Before Y is a consonant letter, which is R. So that means we change the Y to I, then we add ES. So it becomes rollies. Then city, it's before Y is T, and so we change the Y to I and add ES, and it becomes the cities. Then baby, B-A-B-Y. Before Y is a consonant letter, which is the B. So we don't only say babies with S here. Instead, we first change the Y to I. Then we add ES. Yes. Children, let me find out if you are able to get me. I mean, you understood me. Ashley, have you got me there? Ashley? Yes, have you understood me? Ashley is not really responding to me. I think she's a bit far from what she would do. Okay, most people are using phone names. Infinix Note 7, what's the name of the child? Infinix Note 7?
Jesse, okay.
Jesse Elijah.
Yes, Elijah?
Yes.
Thank you. So, have you understood what I've talked about there? Jesse?
Yes. Yes.
That's good. So we said we look at the letter that comes before Y. If it's a vowel letter, what do we do? Yes, Ephraim, what do we do? If it's a vowel letter? Yes.
We add ES.
We only add
IES.
Thank you so much. We only add S when it's ending before Y is a vowel letter. We only add the S. But if before Y is a consonant letter, we change that Y to I, then we add E, S. So what does this one become? Puppy. And someone is going to spell for me that word which should be there. I want hands up. Yes, I can see many hands here. Yes. Maureen, what should it become here with the puppy? Maureen, Mabel? Maureen is not responding. Tiwa. Naruimbas. What shall puppy become in the plural? Oh. Shadia, what shall it become? What's happening here? Divine, what shall puppy become? Yes.
Babies.
And spell for me the word puppies. Spell for me. Divine has run away. Yes.
B E
B.
E
Oh,
I
challenge with network, I think. Challenge with the network. Oh, yes. Martha, spell for me the word puppies. Okay, start. It's my network here. Or children's network. Yes, we go.
P.2.
Puppies, Martha, you've been fast. Can you go slowly? Let's go.
P.U.
Yes.
P.
P.
U.
C. Uh-huh.
U.
Then another U here.
I. S.
Oh.
I-E-S.
So I remove the U. I remove this one.
Yes.
Then
I.
okay. Then I go to I.
Yes.
Okay. ES. All right. Let me get.
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much there. So she says here we just add I, E, S. Yeah. Thank you. So here we have dropped the Y to I, then we add E, S. Thank you so much, Martha. So I want you to complete for me those other ones also in the same way like Martha has done. Yes, I want you to complete for me those other ones like Martha has done it. Meaning we drop the Y and we add I, then E, S. Complete for me that list before I take you to the next page. Let me find out some people there so that we can have their names instead of having names of phones. Okay. Instead of having names of phones, as the rest of you are completing there. Technospark 2, your name? Yes.
Yes, please, teacher.
Yes. So what's your name?
What's your name?
Mercy.
You're called Mercy. Okay. Thank you so much, Mercy. How far have you gone? Have you finished that list?
No.
Excellent. Be faster.
Okay. Be faster.
Okay.
Then let me get this person also. Techno P. There is Techno P 904. What's your name?
Blessing.
You're called who?
Blessing.
Blessing.
Yes.
Okay, Blessing. Thank you. Have you finished writing that list?
Yes.
That's very good. So proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome.
Blessing has also finished that list. Nokia 6. What's your name?
Mariam Kinsey Gabriela.
Maria.
Kinsey Gabriela.
Maria is Gabriela. Okay, Gabriela. I think Gabriela. Okay. Maria. Gabriela, Maria King. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. So that's our list. That's our list. And I want us to move on. So those are some of those words. There are very many other words that end in Y, but when you're changing them, yes, you remove the Y and you add I, ES. As long as that word, the last two letters, one is a Y and another one is a consonant sound. It is either letter B, letter C, letter D, letter F, as long as it's those letters. Then we change that Y to I. For example, let's look at some more pictures here. I want us to look at some pictures here. So you're going to study for me these pictures very, very well, and you get to know what we are talking about here. Okay. Yes, we have this picture here. Yes, and who can identify for me that picture? By show of hands. Abimanya, what is that picture in your yeah, on your screen?
Puppy.
Thank you so much. That is a puppy. What about, yes, so a puppy means one. Yes, if it's one, then that is a puppy. Yes, puppy. P-U-P-P-Y, puppy. Now, there in the picture there, on the other picture, we can see other things there. Who is going to tell me this one? Cynthia.
Puppies.
Thank you so much. Yes. When there are many, we call them puppies. So we can see that we've dropped the Y and we've added I-E-S. I don't expect someone to come and write for me puppies like this. Puppies. You find someone writing it very well and he says, I'm very correct and has written like this. With Y, there you'll get a very, very long cross because it's not correct. Okay, so that's the first one. I want you to look at this other picture that I'm going to show you and you tell me what it is. Okay, I have this one here. I have that one and I have those ones that we can see there. And let me see the hands. Victor. Yes, tell me the first picture that you're seeing. Victor, okay. Oh, Victor is not unmuting. Oh, sorry about that, Victor. Yes, let me get some other people. What you're seeing there is what I want. What you're seeing there is what I want. And majorly those people who have not talked to me. Yes, Kirabo. Keira Kirabo, what are you seeing there? In this Kirabo cannot unmute. Yes, Kirabo, talk to me.
My job in I'm seeing my baby.
This side we see a baby. Yes, we see a baby here. And if there are many, how are they called? If there are many, how are they called? Unmute and tell me. If there are many like that, how are they called?
Baby.
Yes.
Baby.
Babies.
Yes. They are called the babies.
Babies.
And once we are writing babies, this is how we write it. We drop the Y and add IES. So I wanted you to get to know those pictures. Then lastly, the last part of it, we are going to see that there are some words. Yes, there are some words that when we are writing them, they are ending also in Y, but they do not drop the Y to I. They don't change the Y to I, but only add letter S to form their plurals. And I've already told you that such words should be ending in letter Y, but before Y is a consonant letter, is a vowel letter. It can be letter U, it can be letter O, it can be letter I, it can be letter E, or it can be letter A. So if it's ending with Y, but before Y is end of this, yes, we don't change the Y to I. Instead, we only add letter S. For example, I'm going to show you some examples here. Yes, also in singular and plurals. Yes, look at those examples there. They are also ending in Y, but we will not change the Y to I. For example, the word chimney. Chimney. Look at that word, members. Chimney. And I want you to unmute and talk to me. Yes. Yes. Can we say that word together? Chimney.
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 Chimney. Chimney. Chimney. Chimney.
Good. Thank you. So that's how we do this. When the word is ending in Y, but before Y is a vowel letter, like letter E is a vowel letter. Even here, this is also a vowel letter in the word donkey. Donkey. Let's say together, donkey. Don't unmute. Yes. When we are writing them in plural, we say donkeys. We only add the S on the word donkey. Even this one is a vowel sound, and the word is valley. Valley. When there are many, we say valleys. We only add letter S. Look at the word monkey. Yes, monkey. Yes, it's also ending in Y, but before Y is a vowel sound E. So it becomes the monkeys. And let's look at these other ones like key. It's also ending in Y, but before Y is a vowel sound E. Even this one, all, E, O. So those ones, they only add letter S. Thank you. So I want you to complete that list for me. Yes, right now. Please complete that list for me. before I can move on. Yes, I see some hands up. Yes, Gadiel. Gadiel. Yes, I can. Yes, Gadiel, you want to say something?
I'm not getting you.
You aren't getting me.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, but have you seen this work that I'm presenting to you?
Yes.
Have you written it down?
Yes.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you. I think now he's able to get me. So I've said with these words that end in letter Y, but before Y, they are preceded by a vowel letter. Like we've seen the word chimney, we look at the last two letters. If one of them is a vowel letter and Y, then we don't change the Y to I. Instead, we only add letter S. Now, who can spell for me the word boys? If we are writing the plural of boy, I want someone to spell for me. Many hands of God. Many hands are coming in here. Who is using the account of Galaxy Tab A so that I can call you by your name? Damari Chitata. Let me just change that. Damari Chitata. Yes, how do you spell boys?
B-O-Y-S.
Thank you so much. Yes. B-O-Y-S. So for that case, we don't change the Y to I because it's preceded by a vowel letter. Yes.
Yes.
Good. Thank you so much, Jamal. So these are the words also we only add letter S to form their plurals.
Because they start with vowel letters.
Yes, because the last two letters, one is a letter Y and another one is a vowel letter. So there are so many other words, but you only look at those last two letters and you are able to tell, am I supposed to change Y to I, or I'm only supposed to add letter S? That's what you do. Thank you so much. I'm just going to show you some few pictures there. The activity for this work is already on the Google Classroom. I've already posted it in the Google Classroom. So from here, you go there and find the work right there. Okay. So I have some pictures that I want you to look at here. You listed all the words there. Let me find out from two people only. And yes, Elijah, have you listed all the words?
Yes.
Elijah finished. That's very great.
Finished.
Apio,
Yes, teacher.
yes, have you listed all the words there?
Yes, teacher.
Very wonderful girl. That's very good. So that's what we do with such words. So I'm going to post you that work again. But look at these pictures here. I have very many wonderful birds there. And I have those ones over there. Oh. Yes. How many have ever seen those birds? Let me find out.
It's a turkey.
Yes. Sierra, have you ever seen such a bird?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Those ones who have ever seen? Yes. What's that bird's name? What's the name of the bird?
Turkey.
Yes.
Turkey.
Oh, if it's one,
Not yet finished.
if we are many, for them, turkeys. Yes. Very wonderful. So much. So that's how we find the plural of these words. Then we have this object here. We have that object there. What's the name of that object? I hope you all know it. Yes, what's that object there? What's that object there? If there are many, we have those ones that are many. How are they called? Many. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that is how we get this one. So thank you so much. You only have an activity of very few questions. Very few questions. There are only 6 questions that are already in the Google Classroom. So I believe whoever is here is part of the Google Classroom. We told you just go to your Google app if you are using a smartphone, and you download Google Classroom on your phone. It will give you options when you click there that join or create class or join class. So for you are only joining. You are only joining. You are not creating a class. So you get there. There is a code which is already on the WhatsApp, the class code. You enter there. You'll be already in the class. So we have work there. We have quizzes. We have different assignments for you to go and answer. Yes. If you're using a laptop, it's already in the Google application. So when you click on those dots, those 9 dots, you'll find Classroom. You click on it, it will take you still to the same options of either creating
Excuse me, Teacher Lawrence.
Yes, please.
Maybe you would consider showing them by demonstrating on your computer.
Oh, by demonstration. Okay.
Yeah, let them see.
All right.
On the
All right.
laptop.
All right.
Yeah.
So members, I think I can, yes, I'm going to present you a screen of how to get to the Google Classroom. So this work is already there. I believe there are some, my children may not be able to write it very fast and finish right now. Yes, they may not be able to finish right now. But for some of you who can do it faster, yes, can do that. So you're going to fill in the blank spaces with the correct words from the words in brackets. So thank you, and yes, thank you so much. I'm going to take you to how to get to the Google Classroom. Yes, share screen here. Okay, I'm going to share with you my whole screen. I'm going to share with you my whole screen. Oh, sorry, this. Okay. Yeah, members, if you're using just if you're using a phone, or you're using, okay, I'm basically looking out at those who are using smart. Oh, sorry, I don't know, I'm getting lost here. Okay. Okay.
Teacher Lawrence.
Yes, please, dear. Yes. I hope you are able to see my screen here.
I can do it on my end here. Or
Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We can see. Go ahead.
So members, for those of you who are using laptops or computers, you go just to the Google Chrome. The Google Chrome application is just that small application which you use to search for things on your computer. So when you get there, there are these 9 dots after your account details here. There are these 9 dots. So you click on those 9 dots. It's already a Google Chrome. So you look for Classroom. It's this application here, and you click on it. So once you click on it, it will take you to the for me, I'm already joined to the classrooms, to the classes here, but you just get to that plus sign where they are asking you either to join or create class. Either to join or create class. So for you are just basically going to join class. And once you get there, of course, they will show you whether you're going to use that email of yours, your personal email, or you want to switch it. But I believe here you don't want to switch. You are using your email. And they will ask you for the code here, the class code. So with the class code, is that code that we sent on the WhatsApp group. So once you enter that code, do you have that code with you there for P2?
Code for P2.
Okay.
I've shared it.
Yes, you shared it in the chat.
In the chat.
Okay. Yes. So thank you. So the chat, the code is already in the chat. So once you enter that code, let's say for example, if that was my code, it would actually give me an option up here of joining. So if this is the correct code, it will take you straight join, and you click on join. So once you click there, it will take you to the class, which is primary 2. It's the same process to all other classes. So I think maybe if any other person may want to add there, either Mike or Dennis, you are welcome, sir.
Okay. Yeah, class, that's how you join the Google Classroom. Follow that procedure and you'll get all your work there. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So members, I want to leave you now, but I can see there are some people that may be wanting to say something here. So let me give you at least a platform to say something before I say bye to you all. Yes. It can be a parent who has maybe a query. Anyone who has a question. Now ask.
Teacher, bye, teacher.
Oh.
Bye, teacher.
We're on the same side.
Bye, teacher.